My father wrote the book on making things unnecessarily complicated.
Emily and Glenn are picking up her dad for the mining trip to Cougarock.
We haven't cut the visqueen yet.
Okay.
We're gonna have a 10 by 16 piece of visqueen, and we're not gonna go out there.
The toughest part of the trip? Getting Steve Rydell into the truck.
Emmy, are we gonna cut that visqueen you wanted to cut or not?
What's that? Oh, I didn't want to cut it. I want you to cut it.
Well, okay, but you need to help me.
Okay. That's fine. Just direct me.
Among Steve's demands, a 10 by 16 piece of clear plastic visqueen to make a roof for a kitchen in the wilderness.
You know, I wish we'd have got together a little closely on this kitchen thing because
That's all we need.
A recipe of disaster.
No, it sounds like a recipe of camping.
No.
What do you want?
Disaster.
What do you want? Like an oven out there?
Emily, don't be smart to me. Don't get smart ass with me. No. I'm walking out of here if you're gonna start getting smart ass.
Okay, walk all you want.
Okay, I'll see you later. I'm out of here.
Oh, come on, Dad.
No, I'm done.
Don't be ridiculous.
No, you get all smart with me instead of planning with me at this late moment.
Dad,
I'm done.
Dad, what do you want for your...
I want cooperations and yes, sir, and no, sir.
My dad this season has been struggling a bit. He seems to be unusually irritated and highly stressed. You know
all
what?
you had to do,
You know
all
what?
you had to
Maybe-
do was get out of your truck and go to the kitchen.
Okay.
That's all you had to do.
All right, what's going on with you?
I don't know, but I don't like being thrown around. I don't like being disrespected.
throwing you
You
around, dude. This
disrespected
is
me.
all-
you were asked to get out of the car and help me with a visqueen. You didn't.
This is all in your head,
Yeah,
Steve.
okay, well, you're done. You know, if you continually interrupting me, too, continually interrupting me.
You know
There-
what?
there you
can
go
just,
again.
Like, why don't
Get
you
the hell outta
stay
here.
here with your
Out of here.
nerves?
Go.
All right. No, I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm not gonna put up with it. That man lost the right to my father as soon as he stopped paying child support at the age of 12, okay?
Over in the harbor,
Couple ounces. That's the day's goal.
aboard the minnow,
3 ounces.
That's pretty good.
2.5.
Yeah, if we get 2, we'll be good.
after being ditched by his daughter and Glenn, Captain Steve Rydell is heading out to see if the water's clear enough to dive. For diver Chris Kelly, this season on the minnow has been one setback
And the compressor keeps turning off.
We almost sank it.
No, leave it there.
after another, after another.
We haven't gotten any real gold. I definitely picked the wrong boat to work on. If I get 10 ounces in my pocket to get the hell out of here, I'm gonna be real happy. And that's gonna happen if I have to jump on Steve's back and ride him like a horse.
Go get that gold, dude. Go get that gold.
Oh, there we go, baby. We got suction. That's what Chris likes. Holy, the rocks are so big at this place. That was a big rock. Aha!
What? Hey! A picker! Woohoo! It's a good day when you can get on the gold by 10 o'clock. You're doing pretty good if you're our crew.
After 2 long months,
There's gold here.
Chris Kelly has finally hit pay dirt.
I'm seeing gold. All right. Chris is happy now.
We're on the gold. We're down. We got lots of fuel. Everything is smooth. Knock on wood.
Hey, is there something wrong with my air? Yeah. Is there something wrong with my air?
Chris's air pressure is dropping by the second.
This would be a good time to take care of your diver. What the f are you doing up there? Hey, there's something wrong with the air. What the
Air? What's the problem? Ah!
Only meeting 40 pounds of pressure. You need to see it. You can't even see the gate.
The minnow's shoddy air compressor keeps shutting off.
Fog covers the gate. You know you have to look at that gate, right?
Yeah, every once in a while I try to.
No, you gotta take your headphones off. You gotta sit by
I'm
there.
sitting
You gotta
by there.
listen to me when I call you because
Because I know Steve doesn't know what he's doing. I have a real good idea of that now. But, you know, I work real hard with Steve. You'd think he would try to take care of me a little bit.
you gotta trust the person that's on top. We didn't have any air. And I almost drowned is really what happened. Today is just...
Uh-oh.
But the fun is just beginning.
Looks like we lost the mask, huh?
The mask is supposed to be tied on. How could I lose the mask?
Well, the quick disconnect came out.
In a panic to get topside, Chris has left the crew's only dive mask and respirator at the bottom of the Bering Sea.
I just can't win. I swear to God. I just lost $1,000 mask.
Actually, 1,200. Right now, I'm having a lot of trouble with these Kelly dudes. That's so important to keep morale up because these guys, especially these guys, such powerful personalities, their lows are really low and nasty. So you want to keep them up to where you can actually talk to them.
You want me to go see if I can find that $1,000 mask?
I was going to go do it.
Are you?
Yeah, I was going to free dive. Not a problem.
Captain Steve is going to dive to the sea floor with no air supply.
I'm gonna go down. Give me a 5 count, pull me back.
Okay, buddy, do it to it. Steve's crazy sometimes. Yeah, baby! Steve, you're the man! Yeah, $1,000, $1,200 I don't have to pay back. Steve, not just a pretty face. It's all right, buddy. Woo, we got it.
Hey, all in all, though, it wasn't that bad. I didn't die, and we got the mask back.
Right. There better be at least an ounce in there from almost dying.
We need good, solid pay dirt.
Got Jacob taking some material out of the bucket, gonna take a pan. Hard ass digging, usually a good sign. Not enough.
A little bit of gold. Not quite what we're looking for.
I know there's a really good spot right up here, but all these little dredges have moved in.
In order to keep the family business growing,
Almost 20 dredges on the claim. Ridiculous.
John will need to fight for his gold.
We're gonna keep prospecting. We ain't making any money right now. We're just spending it. There's a second pan in this area. Not that great. All the good stuff's right over here by the suction dredges. So I think we might have to go over there and clean that out.
First up on the hit list, Vernon Atkinson and the Wild Ranger.
Vern and them are on my spot.
He's been out there last winter and this summer, and now all of a sudden he thinks he's got claim to that whole area. Well, I'm just out there doing what I do.
7 miles west of Nome Harbor.
There's a second pan in this area. Not that great. All the good stuff's right over here by the suction dredges. We might have to go over there and clean that out.
On the jam-packed Tomcod claim, the Christine Rose and Wild Ranger are lining up for a turf war. But they're not the only ones with ground to protect.
Well, we're in good gold here.
Oh, that's good gold. Good material right here.
Yeah, baby. Keep it coming.
For Captain Hank, the only thing better than finding gold
a pretty good gold, so I'm pretty confident that we're probably doing a little better than Sean right now.
Is watching Sean not find it.
He's not doing too good today. He's kind of like me yesterday. He's just running around trying to find gold. Let's see what he's got. Oh, poor sand. Poor sand. He's just finding sand today. When your competition can't find no gold, it's kind of funny. Kind of came into this thing thinking, you know, I'd never beat Sean. Now I think I can pretty much beat him, what I know now. Sean doesn't have anything on me. Gotta keep after it. Just gonna keep digging. I'm not gonna get off this thing unless I absolutely have to. And where it's good gold, I don't know what Sean's got into yet this morning. I guess Mr. Gold can't find no gold.
This is about our 10th test pan. I don't really give a what Hank's doing today. Because I've been panning all around him and I ain't finding. And the pan doesn't look that great.
Yeah, the hunt continues.
Yeah, I ain't so worried about Hank. It's all these little suction dredges coming in and they see me dig in one spot and then they all move in there. Burn and the Wild Ranger.
Only 75 yards away.
The gold looks really good.
Wild Ranger owner Vernon Atkinson and diver Kelsey Lessing have been on the gold for the last 4 hours.
Good color, dude. A lot of awesome color. I don't know if it's gonna last, but right now it's freaking awesome.
I think that's gonna be a very juicy clean out.
God, there's like a 1/4 ounce of gold right here.
Yeah, you notice when we dug over here, now all these little dredges have moved in over there?
Yeah, packing in over there. There must be some good gold still over there.
I think we need to keep going that direction. Got all these people moving in. I'm just done with it. So I ain't gonna let them do it anymore. I'm just gonna back the end of my sluice box up right to them, drop my spuds and start digging and smoke them out.
There's a Christine Rose moving over there. What the hell's he doing? Sean thinks the entire area belongs to him, which is not the fact.
Backed up right to them. Now we're gonna start running some dirt, whether there's gold in it or not, just to prove a point.
So he keeps moving over. Keeps moving over. Wow.
Yeah, well.
He's gonna smoke Burns' boat out. The divers aren't gonna be happy with him. I'm glad it's not me. I wouldn't do that. Gotta show a little respect.
10 minutes here, they'll be diving in a mud cloud.
As the tailings from the Christine Rose blanket the water,
I can't see. I can't see to my elbow.
visibility drops to nearly zero.
I can't see anything. Like, you can't see anything in front of your face.
Okay, I hear you say visibility is about a foot.
No, it's like dark. Like, this is some of the worst visibility.
That doesn't bode well.
I'm not doing any mining in it. Just pulling on the umbilical and lead me home a little bit.
He's got less than a foot of visibility and it's a murky foot. Really difficult to work when you got no viz.
He knows we're all good gold. Moved down here because of that.
We're gonna make sure that these boys know that they don't come and jump on my spot.
We make the water really, really murky, so the closer we get to people, the harder it is for them to mine.
They can kiss my ass.
I looked to my left, looked to my right, and I just saw a wall, but just like a wall of silt, and I couldn't see. Like literally couldn't see this.
The Pomerankies, they'll get what's coming to them.
Their diver came up because he couldn't see a damn thing. I don't know why. Mission accomplished.
At Vernon Atkinson's trailer,
You never can tell until it hits the scales.
after getting chased off the Tom Cod by Sean,
This is all looking real damn good, you know?
Vernon's looking to see just how good his spot really was.
Christine Road, anytime they're in the area, they're gonna murk you out. Anybody else with any class around here would not do that. I think he's gonna get a comeuppance before it's over with. All right. That's 8.6, 14.6, 20.6, 23.9. 24.79.
24.79 ounces. It's worth $30,000.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah.
For the skipper, definitely ground worth fighting for.
Breakfast of champions.
We're ready to rock and roll.
With 452 ounces already hauled in, this could be Sean's best season yet.
I'm Mr. Gold. I go out, get the gold, bring it back. I go out, find it, know how to get it, know how to keep the machine running, and just keep putting piles of gold in the box.
Mr. Gold's gonna make some gold today.
We need 100 ounces. After I get that, then we'll be putting money in the bank, and then it'll be all profit.
For the first time in company history, the skipper's within striking distance of paying all the bills.
Hey, we're gonna plug these GPSs in, fire them up. All I know is I know where there's a bunch of gold laying on the bottom of the ocean, and I'm gonna go dig it up before those guys get to it.
Sean's knowledge of the grounds is his best weapon against the influx of dredges crowding the lease.
Here we are. Nobody's in our hole. If they only had a clue, what they are missing out on. Way more swinging power. This new backhoe's an animal.
Good day to be out mining, making money, right in the same little vicinity where we dug a lot of gold in the last couple weeks.
We're getting buckets of dirt twice as fast. We're gonna make twice as much gold. Hopefully we'll find enough gold to bring the business out of debt, out of the red and into the green. It's been 6 years. Sure be nice. Then I think I might see Dad being happy. You know, it's always we mine and have to sell every bit of ounce of gold we got to pay the bills, and it'd be nice to put some away for a rainy day one of these days. I'm gonna check the sluice box, make sure we're in the gold. The new backhoe seems to be digging really good. Let's hope we're paying for it. Never know until you look in that box.
Washing the plant down, take a look and see if we got any gold.
Oh. Nothing that great.
The new backhoe may be good at getting the gold, but only if there's gold to be got.
Somebody got into our spot right here a little bit and got some of the gold out of here, but...
While the crew was installing the excavator, another rig cleared out their spot.
It sucks. And all these dredges following me, you know, because we're on the gold. Or they know we know what we're doing, and so they figured if they dig right next to us, they're gonna do good too. Let's get moved up and see if we can get into this gold again. Keep these backhoes off my gold. Now that we got more people digging out here, you don't know where they've dug, so it's a guessing game every time. You know, I want to dig this area out, but we got a bunch of tailings there. So I'm gonna try to position us just in front of those tailings so we can pick up all this good bay that's here.
Sean moved the dredge past tailings, rock piles on mined-out ground.
Right here should be fresh. Just looking at the material that's coming up in the bucket and seeing if it looks like it's been washed or not. No, I don't like that.
Just 100 ounces away from turning a profit, Sean needs to hit pay dirt.
Trying to get the business from a negative to a positive for the first time in 6 years. If you want to have gold, just stay in business. There we go. Need some gold in this pan. Some big pieces in there.
Look at those big pieces.
How good am I? How good am I? I don't know. I'm pretty good at this job. It's hard to be this good.
Another 100 ounces will be debt-free. Sean's greatest strength as the captain and the leader on the Christine Rose is his ability to find the gold and stay on it. Sean's got some weird knack for following the gold and finding it that most people don't.
I take the Christine Rose out and go get piles of gold.
What better to call myself than Mr. Gold?
That's that good stuff right there, that black stuff. There's a lot of gold in this area. I want to get it out before anybody else comes in here and mines it out from underneath me. Money, money, money!
At the Pomeranke compound,
We're gonna find out if I hit my 100-ounce goal.
Sean is gunning to impress with another big haul. And he's called in his dad and stepmom for the cleanup.
Our business has grown really fast in the last few years, and Dad's been really hard to deal with.
After Sean's failed ice season left the family deep in debt.
Nothing's been paid for 4 months.
We're taking it all over.
The stress started to tear them apart.
You and Mom can talk about me all the time.
But for the last 3 weeks, the heir to the Pomeranke throne has pulled in $590,000 in gold.
There might be 100 ounces in here.
We're free and clear after another 100 ounces or so. First time in 6 years.
Wouldn't that be nice? All right, I'm gonna cook this stuff up. See if we made our goal or not. Hoping we hit 100. And this is a heavy pan here.
$35.6.
Where are we at?
47. 51.
Are we gonna make 100? That was my goal.
92 so far.
110. More than 110.
I mean, I'm going to the house and get my pistol loaded to put by the bed overnight.
What do you mean get it loaded? It's always loaded, isn't it? 112.
Not a bad run. 112.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
112 ounces is worth another 145 grand.
It was a pretty damn good run. Well, this should pay all the bills that we have right now.
That pays everything. That pays all the everyday bills.
Wait, I get to keep this? Is this my pay for the year?
No, you gotta go out and get 5 more like that, then you can keep one like that.
Only 5 more and I get one? That means I gotta stay in the gold.
Back on Belmont Beach,
Let's get going.
newly minted Captain Chris Kelly, along with his partner, Boston Dave, is headed to sea.
So today is our maiden voyage together. I know for sure we're gonna get a couple ounces.
On the 14 by 16 foot Loco.
Extremely small spaces. Everything is so compact that you have to crawl around to do anything on this boat. It's kind of dangerous. Let's rock and roll. But I'd rather be here than working with my dad anymore.
Since Chris came to town to dredge with his family, the Kelly story has become a rambling tale. Ready? Here we go.
I hope you and my brother live great.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
His little brother quit. His dad drove him nuts.
I just hate this town.
His little brother came back.
Damn, she's so small. She fit up a suction hose.
His dad had a baby with a woman who wasn't his mom.
My little pumpkinhead.
I quit this boat right now.
Chris quit,
$10 grand buys you half the loco.
I think it might work, dude.
Then Chris bought into a new dredge.
Another good investment by Chris Kelly.
Okay? All right.
It goes on and on. How many times I'm screwed by my dad in one season, it's disgusting. It's about time I actually start to make a little bit of money. If I can make gold on that boat, I can make gold on any boat. You know, and that's really what I'm trying to prove to myself, is that I can do it no matter what. So right now we're going down to a place called State Land. That means anybody can work there with an 18 horsepower. And we're going to work it hard.
We're gonna kill it, bro.
Kill it today.
Kill it. I want some gold in that box. I got a cherry little spot to work today. I'm relying on Chris to get some big gold. Right on the spot, dude. Throw it.
And that's it, it's anchored. 3 ounces is my goal today. We're gonna see how it works.
All right, let's crank it up. Dude, look at that.
Can't see, let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of gold. It's
loaded, dude.
Look, there's loaded all in here.
Yeah. Nugget.
Nugget.
Nugget. Is that badass, baby? We're on ounce an hour, bro.
We're on ounce an hour. I'm on ounce an hour.
Ha-ha!
Yeah, baby.
All right, brother.
Look at how thick it is underneath here.
Told you this was a good spot.
This is smoking hot.
Dude, for the rest of the season, we got to kill it out here.
My dad will never see what ounce an hour material looks like until he gets off that wreck area.
Speaking of his dad and that wreck area, 3 miles to the west,
Chris, I'm gonna use him as a stool to step on as I climb over him, bro. That's where he's going. You don't your family. You don't where you eat. And Chris is where we eat, and I don't like it. Him. He needs to come and get back on board and get his lazy ass down there and get me 50% of my goal. You know I got the bronchitis right now. As soon as I kick this out, Chris, I'll dive against that little skinny prick any day. Hey, Andy, can you see your old hole where we're getting that good gold?
I don't have that kind of visibility, man. I'm just gonna pop hole right here and see what there is.
You still on cobble?
Yeah, I'm on cobble.
Okay, well, hope to God you find gold right here. I had to give Andy a higher percentage to bring him back. You know, I'm paying all the fuel, everything.
Hey, turn the idle down for a second, Pops.
Okay.
his firstborn may be out of reach on the loco.
Andy gets a jam, he wants me to idle down, he gives me a quick second to dip the sniffer bottle into the sluice and get a little payday.
But fear not, Brad has another son he can still rip off.
Lucky spot, where are you? There you are.
Okay, turn it up.
Well, at least we know he's on gold.
Turn it up.
I gotta idle it back up before he finds out.
Anytime. Thank you.
Every time I do that, it could be $200 or $100, you know what I mean? Bam. Do that 10 times a day, there's $1,000. Are you seeing any gold though, eh?
If I had to guess, I'd say I'm definitely on a quarter ounce an hour. Leave it idle down, hold on.
It's another good opportunity to sample the box and check out and see what's going on. Ooh, gold, 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 come to me. Are you ready to idle up?
No.
Some might say, as a captain, father,
Got time for one more blast.
and all-round gold miner, Brad Kelly sure can suck. In the city of Nome,
I want to clean out 5 times as much every day.
Brad Kelly and his second-born are cleaning gold from their latest trip to sea.
Let that run for a second here. Look at all the gold now. We're getting down to the last few scoops now. I wish it was Pomeranke-sized gold, but it's not, you know. Yeah, 2 ounces. Just shy of 2 ounces.
The total? 2 ounces of gold worth $2,400. Of course, the real total, that's a mystery that only Brad knows for sure. Across the street,
If everything keeps going like this all summer long, we're definitely mining together. We're pretty good luck together. Do it slow. So there's 1 ounce. 1, 2,
3.
That's 3.
So we're at 5 ounces in 13 hours.
That's not too bad. Little under half an ounce an hour.
Chris's tally, 5 ounces of gold worth $6,000, more than double what his old man and brother brought in.
That's one of the better cleanups I've had.
And if there's one thing Chris has learned,
So you only got 1 ounce and 3/4, eh?
Yep, only 1 ounce and 3/4.
How come? It looks like a lot more. You guys
Don't-
steal the
It's
gold?
yeah, no, we're not really on it. We're barely making gas money over there.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
We did more than that.
You did. You're the man.
don't tell Dad.
When the night shift shows up, we could do $10,000 to $15,000. Hello?
Hey, Sean.
What's up?
We need to get together and have a talk here about everything, business and inland mining, and where'd be a good place to do that?
I don't know. Let's go to the pit.
Yeah, okay, I'll meet you at the pit then, okay?
I'll call you when I get off tonight. I'm out digging right now, so
All right, see you there.
talk to you later.
Bye.
With a meeting set to talk with his father, Sean turns his attention back to his son.
Well, I'm trying to teach Dylan how to mine now, and I think I have a lot more patience with my son than my dad had with me. The only reason I've worked this hard is to build something for my family, and hopefully something the family can prosper off of it for a long time.
Ah, what the hell's that? Rock chutes plugged, rock chutes plugged.
A massive hulk of clay has jammed up the dredge's wash plant, bringing mining to a halt.
That's bad, yeah. That's full to the brim.
I think it's plugged solid with clay.
The jam chute may be bad for production,
Good day to have Dylan on here. He's got a strong back.
but for Sean, it's also a teachable moment.
Oh, yeah.
Got it all out. Now it's time to fix. Oh, the nut fell off. Caused the conveyor belt to fold over, and then it just plugged it up instantly. Whole operation shut down for a 10-set nut. We ain't gonna be mining gold. We're gonna be fixing this stupid damn thing.
With Jacob and Dylan working the inside of the chute, washers and nuts are attached on both sides of the all thread, allowing Sean to pull the conveyor belt flat once again.
Got her fixed. Back to mining. That just cost us about $1,000 to $2,000. 15-cent nut.
Hey, Dad. Hey. Be fitting that this is the place I bring you to, a place I lost $300,000 in 3 years. I want you to take Christine Rose over. I want to go inland mining.
What do you think about that?
I think I ought to find ground with gold in it before we go spending a bunch of money.
Well, we'll talk about that. You know, I'm thinking whatever money I take out of the Christine Rose account, when I get the inland mining operation back up and running, then I'll just pay you your half back.
Well, I mean, we're doing it together because I want to be inland mining too.
I know you want to go inland mining too, but you know, I want Derek McClarty to be involved in that.
So it's going to be, the inland mining operation is going to be yours and Derek's, and I'm not going to have any part of it, or?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going inland mining, I'm just funding it.
There's something wrong with that for a few years. I got maybe 5 years in me before I really don't want to physically do it anymore. God damn it, I want you to be your own boss out there. I want to move away from you, but I don't want to move all totally away from you.
Well, why would you? I'm gonna support you and somebody else's operation to get started up and get out of the deal. It's great, great.
What's your idea?
I want to be a part of it. I don't want to just be left behind. What, I don't work hard enough? You know, it's like, you want to get rid of me? Then get rid of me.
Don't need you to run the Christine Rose. You think we need you that bad?
You're a
Well,
you're a oh, you that you can run it, run it. Yeah, just like you've ran it for the last 5 years. How many days you spent out there busting your ass?
I think that we might hit 200 ounces on this cleanup.
If not, we'll be damn close. I have a good feeling of it.
The future of his father-son partnership in doubt, Sean Pomeranke is doing his best to focus on the gold.
I've worked way too damn hard to get to where we are right now, and to let somebody else walk in, take all my hard work.
Derek's talented, but it needs to stay in the family. There ain't no reason to bring outsiders in to our family business. Gonna weigh it out. Got my shovel. $10,000 a scoop. $40,000. $50,000. $60,000. $70,000. This is why they call me Mr. Gold right here. 140. Look at that. 181 ounces.
181 ounces is worth over $217,000.
Damn. That feels pretty good right there. That makes it all worthwhile. All this hard work, all the fighting with Dad. This is what it's all about. $181 ounces.
Needed a bigger jar, huh?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of black rocks in there.
Figured we'd sift it and pan it. It'll be a lot easier once it's all that bolts off of it.
Don't drop the glass jar.
It's a nice heavy jar. It was a nice run.
Yeah.
What is the plan here? You going in cahoots with Derek?
We'll just keep it in the family. We've got all kinds of family members we can keep it in, so that'll be the plan.
That sounds good. That makes me feel a lot better.
I mean, it was just a damn idea, you know, so.
I know, but idea kind of.
God almighty.
Well,
let's move on.
Well, like we said, all the money we're making, I'm gonna go start a new business and I'll pay you back when I can. Go ahead and start pushing away.
With 606 ounces, worth $727 grand collected on the season, Sean Pomeranke and the 80-foot Christine Rose are firing up to head for the tomcod claim.
I'm a very, very competitive guy. I don't like to lose. So coming in first in the gold count is pretty important to me. I don't like being beat. I don't like anybody beating me at anything. I like being the number one. That's the boat I want to buy at the end of this. Maybe I'll find that pile of gold today so I can buy my big boat. The Christine Rose might be little, but it's efficient and it's got one hell of an operator.
Sean is less than 400 ounces away from breaking the 1,000-ounce barrier for the first time ever.
Get 1,000 ounces. I mean, people respect that. That shows you know what you're doing. And we need to get 25, 30 ounces in the box today or we're gonna fall behind. Oh, the anchor just went over. Hey, Jake.
The anchor over the side. Staying away from that ball. Got a 1,000-pound anchor hanging off the end of it.
If that catches something on the bottom, it's gonna rip that whole winch and everything right off.
As the half-ton anchor fell overboard, it ripped the trailing steel buoy across the deck into the guardrail, nearly tearing it off the boat.
I'm gonna flip the ball out of there and try grabbing that anchor. Hopefully it doesn't sink.
To get his anchor back and keep the hull intact, Sean needs to carefully raise the line with his excavator.
Here we go. I'm gonna try it.
I need a chain.
With the anchor and buoy overboard, it's now a race to attach a chain to it before they're lost completely. Thinking on his feet, Sean secures the chain to the midpoint of the anchor line, hoping to reduce the distance the bucket arm needs to lift.
Got it. Just got the chain hooked up. Now I gotta get this off board. Whoa, we got everything on board.
The anchor and buoy safely secured on deck, it's now full speed ahead for the digging grounds.
Both drives forward.
Yeah, forward. That was scary. Keep pushing. Do whatever it takes to get the gold. Nail her down, cool her off, shut her down.
Sean checks out the ground Hank was on just minutes ago.
Go ahead, grab the panning tub and pan. Maybe you found a hot spot. You never know. You ain't out here, you ain't gonna get no gold.
In pieces right there.
Boom. There we go.
I can see 20, 30 pieces right here in this area.
Oh, that's loaded. Yeah. We're gonna make some money. That's gonna make that box light right up. We better get set up and not waste any of this ground. I'm marking that one, Mr. Gold. I think we just knocked it out of the park. That's the sound of money, baby. Music to my ears. Ooh, Mr. Gold's doing it, and he's doing it big. I can't walk or chew gum at the same time, but I can gold mine like a mother. By the time Hank figures it out, I'll have all the gold. I think we're gonna have a little contest on whoever gets closest or on how much the cleanup is. for the biggest nugget on the dredge.
Oh, good. That's a good contest.
Oh, this is like Price is Right now, is it?
Well, that's a good pile of gold. Now we're gonna go ahead, roll this stuff up, get it out of here, put it in the new wheel. This is where you get to see the fruits of your labor. All right, we got some gold. Oh, oh, look at that.
Not looking too shabby. Ain't gonna make any guesses just quite yet.
Those guys are still panning the course off.
Too busy panning.
I'm waiting.
Steve and Jesse make the same mistake Hank did. Never turn your back on Mr. Gold.
We're gonna dry.
I was just testing it, trying to get an idea where I was at.
Done. The biggest nugget.
Closest gets it.
What's the guess?
Ready? Jesse, what's your guess?
I'm looking here. 46?
42.5.
I want to say 44. This is anybody's game. I'll weigh it up. $30, $34, $42, $43.
Damn it. Yeah, but the funnel's on there yet, man.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Who's
Grandpa's
close?
gonna be right on. 32, 34, 5, 6, 7, 42, 43, 44.8. Got it. You sneaky, you waited before, you sneaky bastard. Yeah! You waited before, you cheated.
44.8 ounces was worth almost $54,000.
Now you got a bonus.
Minus, of course, one ill-gotten nugget.
Give me that thing.
You gotta get up early in the morning to beat Mr. Gold.
7 miles to the west, on the Tomcod claim,
We're just coming out to our spot. We're looking for a pot of gold. Hopefully the gods are on our side. We can make this happen.
Sean Palmranke,
Where's the gold at, Teddy? Over there?
along with his new greenhorn, are full steam ahead for the digging grounds.
So far, he's been really good luck.
This season,
Oh, there we go.
every trip to the claim has come up big,
Yeah, we're gonna make some money. That's gonna make that box weight right up.
putting Sean and the Christine Rose on track for their first ever 1,000-ounce summer.
This is why they call me Mr. Gold right here.
With 650 ounces worth $780 grand already in the bank,
This is what it's all about. We started killing it. Big cleanup after big cleanup after big cleanup. We're just getting back to where we were digging. There's a little dredge in the way, but we're gonna just move on over here and get back onto this good gold we are on.
the skipper's hell-bent on hitting that mark.
I'm coming right for you, buddy.
No matter whose lines may get crossed.
He's trying to buoy off areas and claim areas, and it just ain't gonna happen.
On the increasingly crowded claim, one dredger has started stretching rope lines to mark off turf.
It's never been like this before. I mean, I've been out on the Tomcod for 15 years and never seen this many dredges. Gold's gonna get mined up. It's gonna disappear. You guys got, this line's running all over the place. You can't do that.
Put 2 lines out.
I'm sorry, but these lines across the water are a hazard to navigation. It's in the damn permits. If you read, you cannot cause hazards.
In modern-day Nome, staking a claim and jumping one is all about the buoys.
You can't have these lines in between and the buoys all around. Some boat with a bunch of kids is gonna come across here, hook your line, and flip out of the boat, and you're gonna kill somebody.
They can snag any buoy line. It
They're the same thing.
No, they're not. Don't give me the same thing, bull. You're way too spread out. You guys can't move the whole spot in a year. Get out deeper. There's all kinds of gold out there. Try it.
No.
I'm gonna start moving buoys.
Move the buoys.
I'm moving the buoys.
Another mining crew is attempting to box out Sean Pomranke from his favorite honey hole.
Come jump on my spot and then figure I'm just gonna, you come throw buoys out, you know what? What the?
Nobody's stopping you.
Okay.
Just ask me to respect the buoys and where they are.
When they're in my way, I'm gonna move them. When people's lives are at stake, you don't screw around. A boat comes through snakes. He's got such heavy anchors on the bottom that it just ripped the motor off the boat. Could kill somebody. I ain't gonna fill around. This is what it is. This is what's gonna happen. We are gonna mine here.
Rushing past the buoys, Sean sets up the barge right in the middle of the other crew's rope line.
It ain't your gold until it's in your box, so I ain't worried about those small guys. They can come around and try to get in the way, but the matter of the fact is that they'll just mine right around them. Bunch of little flies that you just keep whacking away.
I want to take a few test pans, see what's here. Oh, that stuff looks pretty tasty. The material and the way it's in the bucket don't look like it's been dredged. Oh, nice. Yeah. Go ahead, let's fire up and run. Hopefully we can turn this box yellow. We're gonna run some dirt, make some gold. I'm gonna make everybody's dreams come true. We'll let them get a little bit of gold out of there, and then I'm gonna go dig that whole area up, whether they like it or not.
Forced to share the spot with more and more dredges,
I'll be damned if they're gonna come here and try to take my gold.
Sean Pomranke is making the most of the grounds he's on.
Just finished 2 cuts. We're gonna go ahead and check the sluice box. Hopefully we see a bunch of yellow. After I grab my sweater.
On a mission to collect 1,000 ounces for the first time ever. The only way to check progress is to check the box.
Oh, they're up. Look at this piece. Really one of the coolest pieces of gold I've seen yet.
We've been at it enough years that we got the machine fine-tuned to where it just runs like a fine oiled machine.
See that piece?
Nice nugget.
We've been on the gold all season. We're gonna hit 1,000 this year, I have no doubt in my mind.
Thicker. Let's go ahead and fire up, and we're gonna keep piling it in there and be sitting pretty.
With 651 ounces toward their 1,000-ounce goal, Sean and the boys are looking to put another major tally up on the board.
We need to hit our 1,000-ounce mark.
We need to get as much gold as humanly possible.
We got 120 hours on the box. I want 150 ounces. We got onto a couple little good runs there.
Pretty good pile here. We're on a roll for the best year ever.
Here we go. Another big pile of gold for the Christine Rose. Yeah. There's 10, 20, 50, 70, 80. Woohoo! 100. Yeah. It's gonna be a big one. We might fill this jar up.
There's 150.
160. Oh, here we go. 170. 180. 190. 191. 192. 193. 194. 195. 196. 197. 198. 199. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 131. 132. 133. 134. 135. 136. 137. 138. 139. 140. 141. 142. 143. 144. 145. 146. 147. 148. 149. 150. 151. 152. 153. 154. 155. 156. 157. 158. 159. 160. 161. 162. 163. 164. 165. 166. 167. 168. 169. 170. 171. 172. 173. 174. 175. 176. 177. 178. 179. 180. 181. 1
Whoa! 176.5.
Boom. 176.5 ounces. That's an incredible $212,000 payday.
Yeah! Jesse, nice job.
Did good.
I think that's more than everybody else is getting for the season. Yeah.
Come on.
They all followed us down there anyways.
This puts the season total at 827 ounces. Nearly tied with their best ever total. And they're not done yet.
Yeah.
7 miles west of Nome Harbor. First to the grounds, the massive 80-foot, 80-ton Christine Rose, helmed by Mr. Gold himself, 41-year-old Sean Pomranke.
Last season, we got over 1,000 ounces. I want to do better than that this year.
Banking over $6 million in the last 5 years, the Pomranke family wrote the book on gold mining in Nome.
Yeah!
This year,
Gotta try to pay for the inland mining operation.
one member of the family is writing a pricey new chapter.
Get into starting up a new mining operation is expensive. And to do it right is really expensive. And it's pretty hard working with family. Woo!
But now,
Dad's spending all the money as fast as I can make it.
even after all that gold, the family bank account is back at square one.
He spent every dime we had and then some. He's putting stuff on loans and just buying left and right. I hope he knows what the hell he's doing.
What Steve is doing
The dozer cost me $125,000 right off the bat.
is massing an army of machinery.
Here's another excavator that you need to load the trucks with. $80,000 in Seattle. $125,000 for these two loaders. Plan on this inland operation to set up the Pomranke family for the next 25 years. 25-year job, gold mining for all the kids. That's what I'm wanting to set up here. And I want one big last hurrah for before I kick off of this world.
Hopefully I can keep up and make more gold than what he can spend. Right in this particular area, we did 40 ounces in a day. That's why I wanted to come back here and see what we left behind. I want to get this whole area cleared out. Dad spent more in 1 year than I spent in the last 4 years. He should be thinking about retiring, not spending every dime we make.
On a mission to keep up with his old man's spending spree, Sean Pomranke's pushing the barge into a risky position.
It's not nice up next to the beach, but it's one of the last spots that was good. Taking some unnecessary risks, but tomcod's getting picked over.
With gold on the claim growing harder to find, Sean's taking advantage of the high tide to clear out potential pay dirt in just 4 feet of water.
I'm gonna pull ahead and do a new swing, but I gotta get my foot up so I can pull myself forward.
Constantly pivoting on 2 3-ton, 35-foot anchor spuds, Sean uses the excavator arm to move the barge to fresh ground.
Now I'm gonna drop both my spuds, get them to stick. Start digging again. Who knows how long we'll be able to mine this close to the beach. You need to run smooth and continuously. You don't want to have downtime due to bad operating. You gotta get moved over. Oh! Now I just broke the spud cable. And I was pulling to the side and trying to pick the spud, and it just got stuck in there.
While the spud was still stuck in the ocean floor, Sean tried to pivot the barge with the excavator.
Oh!
Snapping the spud cable and pinning the dredge to the sea floor.
Now I gotta get to the top of that spud and get a new line on there. This sucks.
A broken spud cable that close to the beach. The biggest issue is the spud could sink and then you're stuck pinned to the beach. You're pinned to the bottom of the ocean by a big pipe. the ocean will beat the dredge into pieces up close to shore like that. This mistake's gonna cost us $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Now getting to the top of that spud's gonna be a pain in the...
To attempt to repair, it's a 35-foot climb to the top of the spud before the tide recedes and leaves them stranded.
Oh, nice catch. Going good, got the old cable off, got the new cable up. We gotta get the new cable on the winch, get it winched up. But now I gotta get down off of here.
With the new cable attached, all that remains, tighten and test it.
Yeah! Well, we got it. It's not perfect, but it's gonna work.
With the fix in place,
See how in the hell we're doing.
it's time to see if the risk is worth the reward.
Got into some really good ground there. Every ripple's got gold behind it.
See this one here, this is Chuck.
That was a good cut. Go ahead and I'll fire up and keep on mining. Seems like they're good gold right here. By the end of the day, that header carpet should be pretty yellow.
On the other side of Nome,
Gonna start running the wheel,
Sean Pomrenke is looking to reload the piggy bank.
get some of this gold into the bucket.
After risking his dredge out on the water, Sean is cleaning up some hard-earned gold.
They work way better when you keep them loaded with gold.
Better be 52,000 bucks worth there.
Gold that his old man
That's what the new engine for the 1100 cost.
already has big plans for.
Dad's spending every dime we have. We should have a nice little cushion in the bank, but as soon as I feel like we get a little cushion, he buys another piece of equipment or just spends it.
You got to take risks up here. If you don't take any risks, you're just going to end up sitting behind a desk somewhere, working for the government. That ain't the Pomrenkes.
To cover all of Steve's latest splurges, Sean will need 70 ounces or better on the scale.
Here we go, here we go.
It's going to be pretty damn close, boys.
Oh.
74, 75, 76, 77.1. Whoa!
Bam!
You were hitting for 75. Yeah, good.
77 ounces is worth $92,000.
Thanks for the gold, boys. Didn't even have to fight you for it.
I have a feeling this inland mining is never gonna stop taking all the gold.
For the past 3 days, Sean Pomrenke and his crew have been mining a hot spot.
Got a lot of gold to clean up.
Carpet right here, this whole mat is just loaded with gold. I mean, that's thick.
We got a pretty good pile of gold here, Dad.
We'll just see how it all goes. They ain't got enough money to pay the damn freight bill.
For the father and son team, the money can't come fast enough.
But all I hear is what I don't do.
Lack of gold is tearing the family apart.
I do one share. You don't! Yeah, and you do.
All Dad looks at with me is all my faults and none of my good traits.
I want to keep track of every ounce. I want to know exactly where it all is going to, because it all seems to disappear way too fast. You better learn how to budget your money.
Told him I'm sick and tired of it. And if he don't knock it off, I'm gonna go work for somebody else and sell my half of the business. So let's see where we're at.
To make the old man happy, it'll take a big payday.
You're gonna spill gold. Why ain't you doing it over a pan?
There ain't no
20.
50 there.
There's about 75.
There ain't no 75 there. God almighty. And your is 12 foot long and 8 inches in diameter.
Why you gotta be such an naysayer, Steve?
Did we just go past 50 here?
No, now you did. 51.
73.
Boom!
The 73-ounce hull is worth $95,000.
We better get a hell of a lot more. You know, come on.
Dad's expectations are always so damn high. He's still not happy. It's like there's no pleasing the guy.
Fun's over with. Go get back to work.
The beach is over here. We've dug all this, so I'm trying to get out of this black and into the blue.
Sean wants to make a move, I think. Says he connected the dots, so I think he's figuring out where he thinks all the gold is.
Captain Sean Pomeranke repositions the barge after clearing 50 cubic yards of pay dirt.
I can tell by the marks on the GPS of where I've dug and where I haven't. Hey, here should be fresh. Sometimes it'll take a little bit longer than what you want to get set up, but I don't feel like leaving behind a bunch of gold, so. Let's go ahead and get these anchors out, Cody.
You don't want to do any test pans?
No, we're on the spot, man.
Should probably do one.
No.
What am I doing up here then?
Let's get these anchors out and get the mining.
Backed by GPS records and 25 years of mining experience, Sean wastes no time getting back to digging.
Let's just see if everything holds together here. Oh, look at that bucket. I can see the gold from here. Woo! We're gonna take a look at that bucket.
Sean is seeing the gold from 20 feet away and can't resist a closer look.
Do you see that? Dude, that's a chunk. That's coarse gold, man.
There's gold all over on the clay right here.
Did you see it when you curled the bucket in or something?
I just had a feeling.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah! Now we just need to get it in the sluice box. Buddy, I think we're in deep in the gold right now. Yeah, that's why we didn't have to take a test pan earlier. I knew it was here. We're digging, putting gold in the box. Good day, good day.
We're killing it. Absolutely destroying it.
Material looks awesome. We gotta pay for the freight for the backhoe. We gotta pay the first month's rent on the backhoe. $17,000 fuel bill. It's the only way I'm gonna get the old man off my ass is by put enough gold in this sluice box to pay for that backhoe.
Sean and Cody check out the sluice box.
There's a big pole right there. There's a couple of pieces of gold. The coarse gold all stays towards the top of the box and the fine gold rolls down this way.
Look at all those things I just picked out of there.
Holy you hit it, we hit it. Look at all those damn nuggets.
Look how shiny that is.
That's more gold than Hank got all week. Hank and Scott. That's what it actually looks like. That's what you're looking for. Already seeing gold.
The crew is eager to see the fruits of their labor.
So still got 4 buckets to go, and we got a pile of gold here. A mountain of gold. We might have tobacco paid for here. That's one hell of a run.
Oh.
Steve Pomeranke arrives.
He's coming to take our gold.
And so does the moment of truth.
Gonna weigh it out.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $152.3.
That's good.
Good job.
Yay! I love you guys. Keep up the good work.
152 ounces of gold is worth nearly $200,000. It's the Pomeranke's biggest clean out of the season.
152 ounces sitting on a scale. That's a pretty damn good feeling. That's more money than a lot of people make in a year.
Feels really damn good, you know, when the kid comes back with 150 ounces. That shows me the bills are getting paid. And he's doing his job, you know, and he's damn good at finding gold and staying on the gold.
I actually made Dad smile.
On the outskirts of Nome,
The bucket pins look all brand new. You know, the buckets are in good shape. The tires are in pretty good shape.
father and son, Steve and Sean Pomeranke, kicked the tires on a pair of 101-ton earth movers.
The engine's got 12 cylinders. One cylinder is not perfect.
For 62-year-old Steve,
I'm going inland mining. That's where my heart is. That's what I love to do. Are you in on the inland mining or out?
starting a new inland mining venture sits atop his bucket list.
I'm pretty nervous about the inland mining. Being a gold miner, you could end up being homeless.
But his son, Sean, is reluctant to put their hard-earned gold at risk.
A lot of people retire when they're 62, and retirement means you should be able to do what you want to do. Well, that's what I want to do. I want my one last hurrah.
My biggest concern is go out and you start spending $25,000, $30,000 a week in fuel. You can lose a hell of a lot of money in a hurry. And all this hard work and everything we've worked for could be gone in a matter of months.
Wow, it's like a package responsibility from hell. When your wheel bearing goes on in your car, you pay $300. Wheel bearing goes on this, it's $5,000, $10,000. The tires are $20,000 a piece now. We're looking for oil leaks on the main boom cylinders. Oil's leaking there. You're talking $20,000, $25,000 for a rebuild. Majorly, I can't see anything wrong. They look like a good deal, so we're getting them.
You get one big piece, you gotta have another big piece. And then you gotta buy another big piece because you have another three other big pieces. Big investment. This machine's got the motor out of it. You're looking at a pretty penny just to get it up and running.
Yeah, but you got Steve Pomeranke. He rebuilds things the cheapest possible way. Once you see how much gold's on that ground that we're gonna be digging, you will be your pants.
If I work a little bit harder to get a brand new dozer for him, if I can make that happen and make his last run the best that we could possibly can, then I got his back.
We gotta buy him. We gotta buy him.
To secure the equipment for his old man, Sean and the Christine Rose will have to pull 5 pounds of gold out of the Bering Sea. Back in the harbor.
Night crew been up all night digging, so we're gonna go relieve them.
On a mission to grab 100 grand in gold for his old man's inland mining gear, Sean Pomeranke is skiffing out to work.
Dad's always not really liked the ocean mining. We're buying all kinds of equipment for inland mining, but inland mining, if you're on the right ground, you can make a hell of a lot of money quick.
While Sean and his dad went loader shopping, night boss Cody Moan has kept the Christine Rose digging.
We're on some really rough digging right now. There's big boulders and clay and really nice looking stuff. There's 2 shifts on this dredge. There's a 24-hour operation. You gotta have a guy running the day crew. You gotta have a guy running the night crew.
Cody, he's young and he's hungry. Great kid. I need everybody on their A game because it's such a short mining season.
Take a look-see. Hopefully there's some gold in here. Holy dude, there's the biggest nugget I've seen.
The biggest nugget of the season yet.
Yeah.
We killed it.
We got sick the gold. We dug for about 11 straight hours. We got some nice nuggets, and I know there's some coarse gold up in the top of that box. This area that Sean got us on here it's loaded, and we got lots of room still to dig.
Piles and piles of gold. One thing is for sure, we are gonna be doing a cleanup because we do need money. Dad might actually get that dozer after all. If I can keep this pace up, we'll be in, have all that equipment to go inland mining and go hit it big. We've had good years inland mining and bad years. Before we come out to the ocean, there was quite a few bad years of inland mining, but we got some good ground that Dad's talking about. I can see it paying off big. Want to just run, and run.
With the barge on good gold and inland mining equipment to secure, for Sean, it's go time.
Ready to rock and roll, go do another run here. We got some big nuggets last night, so hopefully we can put a couple more in there today. Nuggets mean you're in the gold, so we just need to continue putting dirt through the wash plant. The more dirt we put through there, the more gold we're gonna get. Wow, this stuff is looking good. It looks all slimy, black, gooey, gold-catching material.
At the Palmranke cleanup shack.
Stir the water. On the gold. That's the gold dance.
It's time to see if Sean and the crew have scooped up enough gold to pay for the old man's inland mining equipment.
It looks really good. I think we killed it. I'm gonna say 150 ounces. Cha-cha-ching! All 6 buckets down into one pretty heavy bucket.
20 pounds of gold in there?
I don't know if there's 20, but...
Better be 20 in there.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty damn yellow there, boy.
Oh, I've been loving this here cleanups that we've been having because there's a lot left over for inland mining equipment, you know, because it takes you a major fortune to damn go mining nowadays. And wouldn't be able to do it without that Christine Rose making that gold out there. We need gold. We need gold.
Now we pile it up and watch it dance. Ooh, that's a pan of gold.
To own the loaders free and clear, Sean needs to see a whopping 5 pounds of gold on the scale.
Here we go.
Fair enough.
At least a half a jar.
Oh, funnel. Got to pick up the funnel now.
It's clean gold too.
Come on.
I told you.
Yeah.
Come on. Come to Papa.
It's gonna be a big one. We might fill this jar up. 7.14.
7.14 pounds of gold. That's worth $125,000. And it's more than enough to buy those loaders.
That's a good start, guys.
Not too many businesses can do that nowadays.
Ooh. Dad's got gold fever. He tries not to show it, but Dad's always had gold fever. He's in a great mood this year. He's buying new equipment to go inland mining. So he's happy. He needs his big toys to keep him happy. Dad, hell of a plant, hell of a plant. We're on the best gold of the season right now.
Back in Nome on the Tomcod claim.
Backhoe games on the Bering Sea. Last hour here before night shift shows up. Just been following the gold. Get out of it, we move a little bit, get back into it, we stay there until we get out of it again.
In search of 160 grand, or 123 ounces to pay for a new backhoe, Sean Pomeranke is at the barge chasing a rich pay streak. But he's not alone.
They're digging right where I dug it all out. That's funny. I think he should have named it the Ass Grabber.
Just a couple hundred yards away, their acclaimed competitor, the Gold Grabber, has been chasing them.
That's Hank over there. He's trying to follow what we're doing, you know. Think that if he goes in the same line that we go in, that he'll find a bunch of gold, but they're digging our tailings right now. It shows you how smart they really are.
To make gold in his rookie season, Captain Hank Shimshat will have to learn the difference between used up and fresh ground.
Those guys ain't making.
Now he wants me to keep testing these buckets. And most of it's just sand. I don't know why he's wanting me to test it yet. We're not even into any good stuff. I'd rather be on that. I'd rather be on that.
I know the whole Pomeranke crew. They're all smart. They're all good gold miners, and that's why they're successful. Hank has never mined before, you know, but he's just an operator.
He thinks he's doing a good job, but in all reality, he's a hack. He does everything perfect in the very beginning of a project, but then he hacks the rest of it together, including his ability to captain his rig.
Today, cloudy with showers. Isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon. Southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour.
A summer storm rips through Nome. With the small dredges safely in port,
The weather is a hell of a lot worse than what they said it's going to be.
Captain Sean Pomeranke and deckhand Cody Moen race back out.
Boys are having a hard time getting in, so we're going on a rescue mission to get this barge back in.
They're responding to an SOS from the Christine Rose night crew.
We got a hell of a lot of gold on board. Need to get it back into the harbor safely, so A team's going out to rescue the B team.
Just 6 weeks ago,
Oh my God! We just got our winch tore loose here.
rough seas ripped part of the Christine Rose's anchoring system right off the deck and almost cost the Pomerankes the dredge. Sean is not going to let that happen again.
It's almost 9 o'clock now, so that's 5 hours they've been trying to make it back. And I don't trust Doug, because now look at it, he ain't even pointed the right direction.
Oh my God. Oh, he's going out to sea, Sean.
Yeah, I know. He's scared.
To avoid capsizing, deckhand Doug Graham has the 80-foot barge facing into the oncoming swells and straight out to open water.
Get this back to town. First off, you ain't gonna go nowhere with no RPMs on the drive.
Sean cranks up the power on the rear propellers.
They gotta be in gear. It's not gonna get any better out here. The longer we stay, the worse it's gonna get. Let me get in there. We gotta get back to town.
That's the safe way of doing it, though, outside of it.
Yeah, but we gotta go towards town. They had the outdrive idled way down. You ain't gonna go nowhere without no power.
The weather turned in a hurry on us. It's supposed to be 3-footers.
Hey, somebody get back on the drives and get us turned. Trying to get this thing turned around and head in the right direction.
The captain uses his aging backhoe to row him to safety.
Forward on the right and reverse on the left.
And orders the crew to make a hard left with the prop. But as the barge completes its turn towards the port of Nome, the waves are now hitting it broadside.
Just about tipped us over.
Captain Sean Pomeranke struggles to get back to port. But the waves slamming into the boat are threatening to sink it.
Woo! It's like an amusement park ride.
You look at the gantry and the spuds all way up high. Makes this thing top heavy.
As waves broadside the boat, the top-heavy 35-foot, 8-ton gantry begins to lean, threatening to capsize the Christine Rose.
Holy, whoa, these are getting huge. I do not like this at all. Here comes a couple more big sets. So close to home, but so far away. Woo.
Captain Sean Pomeranke maneuvers the dredge through the last of the treacherous waters
Almost there.
and into the protection of Nome Harbor.
There we are. Now we'll be riding some waves in. Hell of a way to wake up in the morning. Woo! Doug and Jesse, I think they got a little scared out there. Can't be getting scared out here on the Bering Sea. You'll end up dead.
At the Christine Rose cleanup shack,
Thought you were a gold miner.
the Pomerankes need 160 grand, or 123 ounces, to pay for their new backhoe.
Well, Dad's been on my ass about getting this gold for the backhoe, and it's been a pain in the ass getting it.
The question? With his dig cut short, did Sean get enough gold?
Sifting off the coarse gold because you could get a higher
Better
price
for bigger pieces of gold.
One scoop at a time. Not too shabby.
Let's see.
2 more. 112, 111.95. That's close.
With the gold they set aside,
Coarser, courses.
the grand total comes to
About 150 ounces. You're looking at a chunk of money.
more specifically, that chunk of money is close to $200,000. More than enough for a new backhoe.
Woo! We got some gold now.
You're making me proud in a lot of different ways this year.
For the past 5 days,
It's the bills, bills, bills. Some of these are long overdue.
Vernon Atkinson has been putting out a fire at home over the ballooning expenses of his dredging fleet.
I really truly believe this is going to pay off for us.
That we can make a big jump on turning the season around, but so far we're not doing that great. Such as life at Nome, it's just nothing comes easy here.
In the harbor,
I feel like we're just wasting time right now. Waiting on burn.
Our ounce per hour is going down by the minute.
with less than 14 ounces to show for the season, the Wild Ranger crew is also questioning Vernon's operation.
It's not going the way it should be going. We're all getting frustrated. I mean, don't get me wrong. Vernon is a good human being, but I think he's a bad manager, a bad leader. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I just gotta pick some stuff back up. Morning, Vernon. Biggest obstacle this year has been dealing with Vernon. He has 3 dredges right now, and the Wild Ranger is just not his priority, and it's just not happening with the gold. Something's got to change, or I'm gone.
Diver Kevin Japina is 3 hours into a dive on the public mining area. The grounds are free to work, but as a result, they're picked over.
Hopefully we can do better than a tenth of an ounce an hour.
Good God. Not shaping up to be a good summer. We're operating on very slim margins. It's got to be tight. But I still think that there's a possibility we can hit the 200 mark.
With only 13.5 ounces for the season, the captain and crew have a long way to go.
Kevin.
Yeah.
So what do you see
Nothing.
Okay. It's frustrating when it comes to the wreck area. You'll see just a mountain of rocks underwater. It's just like, well, this area's been worked plenty of times before, so that's the reason Vernon needs to maybe negotiate with some claim owners, you know, like, hey, you know, get some permission to actually do a claim.
Dredgers often pay to work gold-rich claims, but Captain Vernon is broke and forced to roll the dice on the public mining area.
Oh boy, that ain't good.
How was the gold down there? Sandy?
We gotta move. I pretty much went all the way around this damn boat.
I got some things to do out. I gotta go in. I gotta go pick up another diver for that boat here for too long.
With the season on the line for the Wild Ranger, the captain heads off to oversee one of his other dredges.
I had 3 dredges in the water this season, and it does increase the workload. There's no doubt about it. It makes things a lot more complicated.
Pissed me off. His mind is not 100% on this boat. I mean, even when he's out here, he's not 100. He's not even 100% about the boat.
I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm at my financial end. I can't keep going like this, you know.
Right.
It's either get gold or go home, so. And we're not getting gold, so what is it? What's left?
Yeah, you're right. What's the point? I'm away from my family. I have 2 young kids. You know, it's hard to justify Dad not being around and not making any money, so.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna clean out and get out this. At this point, I'm just ready to throw in my towel and call it a day.
Let's go home.
The mutiny has begun.
Already back in the harbor,
You need another bucket?
Right.
Here you go.
We're a bit behind. So, I'm gonna see about catching up here.
the downtrodden Wild Ranger crew is searching for any glimmer of gold.
I'm not really holding my breath, that's for sure.
I don't think any of us have high hopes right now.
No?
Cleanouts with Vernon are pathetic, basically. Knowing that you're not on a lot of gold, frustrating. Giving out your labor for free.
At Vernon Atkinson's trailer,
Do this split and get on.
Come on in.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
Howdy, Tony.
Want to see this gold?
Yeah. Not looking propitious.
7.084.
7 ounces is worth a little over $9,100.
That puts us in the quarter ounce an hour range, which is damn sight better than what we were doing before, which was a 1/10 of an ounce. We are getting better. The trend is upward rather than flat or downward. Well, hell, we'll go out and give it a shot. And when we get down there, it's gonna take a little while to figure out where the gold is.
But anyway, the task at hand that nobody wants to mention is that we're not making enough money on this crew, and that's just a plain fact. Can't go home broke. That's not why I came up here.
Well, I mean, but look at the trend line.
It's looking like I made a mistake. I mean, my kids are going to McDonald's to play Monopoly so they can win $1 million so that Dad can come home.
Yeah, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to stay at home financially. I'd try to stick it out as long as I could, but I'm gonna have to probably hightail it too on out of here while I can. You know?
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I think if we keep this team together, we can turn this thing around and make a good season out of it.
You know, this decision has been made.
You guys bail out on me, I mean, this will pretty much put me out of business. I'm gonna have to fold my tent too if you guys do it.
I don't want to quit. I'm not a quitter, you know. But
Well, then, I mean, but you're quitting.
I know.
And so you guys go do what you got to do.
Well, don't take it personally.
Yeah, I'm taking it personally.
You know, this is the operation that we put together. I was expecting you guys to stick with me through the end.
I can't keep going broke. 3 ounces in 3 months? That's not a payday. And 3 ounces in 3 months, that barely covers my expenses to be here.
So, I guess that's it, guys.
All right, Vernon.
Take it easy, Vernon.
All right, yeah.
4 miles to the west, on the Rockwall claim.
Where all systems go, just gonna let the engine run for a while, get my hot water all warmed up. My least favorite part of dredging is putting on cold, wet wetsuits. I really hate it.
Diver Zeke Tenoff and his girlfriend, Sarah Dunn, are prepping for another day at work.
I want to find one of those real hot spots. Hopefully put a couple ounces in here today.
10 days ago,
Money, music, ass.
Zeke brought on his baby brother, Gabe, as a tender and second diver.
12 ounces. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
And the pair brought in a $15,000 score. Now, after little bro headed home,
Hey, our generator stopped working and I don't know why. I thought it was out of gas.
What's that?
Zeke is once again diving solo with a greenhorn tender.
Are there any holes in any of these things?
The bones of the tendering job are not very hard. There's not very many things you have to do. You know, you don't have to be a genius to do that stuff.
You need some help? He's just in, no goodbyes or anything. He's anxious.
Really strong and it's swinging everything around. The anchor is dragging. I just gotta move the anchor.
Are you pulling us?
That should hold.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out where I left off. I'm a little bit disoriented. I'm just gonna crawl along the bottom until I find some familiar landmarks or something.
Okay, but you're not putting any gold in the sluice box then.
Dude, I've been down here for like 5 minutes.
I know, I'm just asking.
Been down for like 8 to 10 hours a day every day.
I'm not asking if you got us like an ounce of gold already.
Every second that I'm down here, there's a lot to go this side.
I understand that, but I'm just asking if you are hitting any gold. That was my way of asking you, are you hitting any gold while you're down there? Never mind.
One of the reasons that Zeke got stuck with his girlfriend tending is because there are so few people that you want to work with here. Never thought I'd even go on a boat because I was on a boat twice before I came up here, and every time I got really sick out on the Gulf. But I love being his tender. It can get really boring, but you know, I love staring off into space.
Oh yeah, right here is where I left off dredging. This is super hot. Right over there, it was starting to get really good.
Suck it, baby.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of really fine gold in this, in between these rocks. It's kind of like these bigger rocks. There's been a lot of fine gold just in these little cracks.
You better stuff that gold up like you mean it.
It's kind of grouted in here, you know.
Sweet, baby.
Good gold. It's just really easy stuff.
Something just quit. Hold up.
Off the coast of Nome, on the Clark. Just minutes into Zeke's dive, the tiny dredge burst a fuel line, leaking diesel onto a red-hot exhaust pipe.
Hey, we got a gas leak. We're gonna get up here really fast.
Okay, I'll be right up.
Oh, okay.
Could you just hold this there so it doesn't drip down, and I'll unstrap
Yeah,
these
like
things?
if I hold it just right, it doesn't come out.
Okay, and then, yeah. Okay,
I really
so
don't like
I'm
putting
gonna
my
unstrap
hand
this so we can
here.
tilt it up. I have my fuel tank right next to my exhaust system, so that's already kind of dicey. It's not a very good idea. But I had like everything kind of clamped together, so everything fit together just right.
Oh my God, come here. I don't care if it has diesel on it. Wipe your face.
Oh my God. Dude, I can't control the stunt, dude. It came up because there was an emergency. I got all freaked out.
I'm sorry, there was an emergency. There's diesel dripping all over a pump motor that's hot as
Lucky for Zeke,
you caught that like at the right time.
his girlfriend, the greenhorn tender, noticed the leak in time.
It would have looked at like both these fuel tanks would have exploded, dude, and everything would have been completely
right in my face.
and like everything would have caught on fire.
Crisis averted.
It's starting to click with Sarah a little bit. Sarah's getting better at, you know, all the different aspects that go into, you know, the tendering job.
After shutting down and installing a new fuel line, Zeke can get back after the gold.
Get your ass back down there.
Let me see. Oh yeah, dude, that's banging. See those things? They're all loaded with gold.
Thanks to the vigilance of his sweetheart, Zeke is tallying up his gold.
Thinking that's gonna be at least 7-8 ounces. Pick it up. Let's go weigh it.
Okay.
2.2. 3.8, 4.8. Oh, 6.1, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.7. Come on, come on, come on. 10.4 ounces.
I'm happy.
10.4 ounces is worth $12,500.
Dude, that's good. We like got that money from the ocean. That's what's exciting about this to me. You know, it didn't come from some magic money place where people write you a check. It's like we actually like got this money from under rocks with our labor, and it's right here.
Another day on the Bering Sea. Perfect dredging weather. Hopefully get on a really good spot again and get some gold.
Late in the mining season, Captain Emily Rydell is in need of a comeback.
My goal is 200 to 400 ounces for this year. We're at about 35 ounces. Something's terribly wrong in my operation, and the disappointment is becoming too much.
The disappointment has been too much for more than just Emily. 4 days ago,
So, I've heard you're quitting?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm leaving tomorrow.
fed up with the lack of gold, Emily's greenhorn, Tons Rupee, packed up and skipped town.
And you feel good about it, don't you? Have fun in life, feeling good about it.
Today,
too much to drink. It's too hard to think.
after drowning his sorrows, diver Tony Mann is a no-show. Down with the case of the brown bottle flu.
You know, I have nothing against consuming alcohol. I enjoy doing it from time to time, but you know, running around abusing alcohol, not showing up for work, not putting your best effort forward, you know, I just don't have time for this year. You know, we're here to make money, and anything less is unacceptable.
With her 400-ounce goal slipping away, a missed dive shift is a major setback. Emily needs to recover a bare minimum of 150 ounces this summer just to keep her dredge out of the red.
I forget that things like sleep and beer I require to live a happy life.
I agree.
I know you do. I like to think of my team as my family in a lot of ways. We all live together and we all work together, and I care a lot about my team and I care a lot about Tony, but at the same time, I have a business to run. And if it's not profitable, then I lose a lot of money. Hey, Daryl. How's the viz up top?
4 feet, maybe.
Copy.
Yeah, but we'll see when I get to the bottom.
Okay. All right, copy that.
Oh, yeah. This looks like really good ground.
All right, nice. What do you see?
Covered in vegetation like it hasn't been touched at all.
Fair enough. Is it rocky or sandy?
Rocky. We got cobble and vegetation all over the place.
Doesn't sound so bad to me.
Nope, I think it's gonna be good.
Hey, our last clean out wasn't as awesome as we hoped it would be, and we've got a long way to go before we can hit 100 ounces, much less 400 ounces. So I think that it's important that we all step up and start putting in long hours.
It'll be a long day. I'll be tired as usual. Tony's just not fully complete. You shouldn't all have to pick up his slack.
Hey, Daryl, I really appreciate all the hard work you're doing. You know, you always show up on time and you always work no matter what. Hangover or life crisis.
Thank you.
You're my last reliable man standing, Daryl.
All right. Well, I'm glad I'm back in the water, because no matter what it takes, somebody's got to get down here and get this gold sucked up.
All right.
There's some color.
All right, I like the sound of that. Dave's looking up.
Nice.
This Daryl, he's like my best man right now. He can function with or without alcohol.
With her only sober diver on the Gold, it's now a matter of how to handle the drunk one.
I don't know what to do about it. I could say, stop drinking or you're fired. Tony would probably just, keep drinking and quit, and then I would have accomplished nothing. That's a serious problem that needs to be dealt with. I'm having some trouble with my crew. The drinking is getting pretty serious.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Emily Rydell is looking for advice on leadership, so she's gone to the most logical source. Two-time failed captain, her dad, Steve.
I came up here with Emily. I want to keep in contact with her. She tells me her troubles, and I listen. That's really important for her. You gotta take Emily seriously, because Emily's a serious woman, and she's a badass.
And when Tony gets in the water and does a dive, he's very effective in the water.
Sure, even hungover.
Even hungover. I'm starting to rely on Daryl too much, and he picks up too much of the weight now. For all of my dad's scatterbrain, kind of like maniacal approach to life, he does offer me the best advice.
Well, I think you should put some boundaries on them. If you're not home by midnight, the door gets locked, you sleep somewhere else. Hey, you're the boss.
Locked down with all kinds of regulations, that's not gonna help anybody. Not me.
Getting handed down a curfew from a 26-year-old woman isn't sitting well with Daryl and Tony.
I don't do well with being told what I have to do and what I can't. We're divers for hire, and right now the money's not here. We're making $3 an hour. I can go work at McDonald's and make double that.
I can go back to my regular job and make 10 times as much money as I made this season.
With just $10,000 per man collected on the season, Emily's fear of causing a revolt.
Hey.
So, I'm gonna leave you.
Has become a reality.
Well,
I'm going with him.
wait, you guys are both leaving?
I'm not gonna work for free.
me giving you a job and funding you all summer make you guys feel confident and me over?
But you're not paying everything. I've had housing boats that produce quadruple what you produce.
You're leaving at the end of the season. You're walking away from the boat at the pivotal point of the season. The weather could be perfect. Really? Really? You guys are gonna be doing this? Really? Like, after everything that I've been through and you've seen me go through with me over?
It's a
You're there too? You know what? All of you people. You and you.